Well, I'd just like to start off this video by saying, everybody, your tax dollars are paying for this, so let's get into it. Wicked Joe Biden flew 90% of illegals in secret flight program to Florida and Texas, video included. Wicked Joe Biden flew most of the illegal aliens in his secret migrant flight program to Florida and Texas to punish the red states with a crushing amount of new illegal aliens. Biden sent 90% of the illegals in the secret flight program to Florida and Texas. And they have this nice little visual here so you can see where they all went. Yeah, overwhelming majority of them to Florida and Texas, specifically Miami and Houston. And yeah, I would agree. I would say there has been an abnormal number of illegal migrants here in the city of Houston. It is a lot worse than it has been normally. At least 326,000 illegals in the program were flown to Florida. At least 21,000 illegals were flown to Houston, Texas. Biden is importing a crushing amount of illegal aliens into the red states to crush their social welfare system. Republican lawmakers are once again too weak to do anything about this purposeful destruction of America. Then they have this nice little video to go with it.
Biden's top secret flight program, where you fill out in another country an app, you come to the border, they fly you into this country secretly. Guess where most of the illegal immigrants are going after they fill out this little app? Texas and Florida. What's your take on that?
Well, the bottom line is what the lawless Democrats under Biden are doing are they're trying to hide the ball. They're trying to prevent any sort of significant visual image from these masses of individuals backing up at the border. That's what they don't want at all costs. And so what's happening is they're using this CBP One app. It's an app on the phone. They fill it out. They can fly directly into America. Now, they're still illegal aliens when they do so. But by flying directly into mostly Florida, what they get is they get no crowds at the border or a significant reduction of crowds at the border because that's what they want to avoid. They don't want those visuals because Americans strongly disapprove of the Biden border crisis.
So people should understand at home, as bad as the border looks, they are flying people over the border into Miami, 326,000, Houston, 21,000, Los Angeles, 8,000 plus, San Francisco, 4,000 plus, and they're here already. The whole point, Chuck, of this program originally was you apply in the country you're in or the first one you step into. We don't fly you here and then deliberate your status. It's insanity.
It is insanity. And let's go back to the riot in El Paso. What you didn't see in those videos was you didn't see any Border Patrol agents. And that's because they're so busy processing the illegal aliens that are violating our laws that the only people who were on the border were Texas National Guard and Texas Department of Public Safety troopers. All the Border Patrol were in processing. Now, Brian, this is a new policy that reverses something that was put in place 31 years ago. It was called Hold the Line, where we would directly turn back into Mexico people that were crossing between the ports of entry. Biden overturned that program, and that's why you're seeing the riot at the border, and that's why you're seeing the increasing chaos at the border.
And he's saying because the Republicans walked away from the legislation, that was their chance to fix things, so it's not his problem anymore. Thankfully, by the...
Yeah, just freaking believable that our tax dollars are going to pay so that President Biden can have a little PR campaign so he can look better. Meanwhile, it's actually making things worse in the places where the people are complaining the loudest. Like, see, it's when the federal government does bullshit like this is what makes us Texans want to secede from the union again. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but Texas just put up to vote whether we should secede from the union just a few years ago. Y'all were lucky we didn't get enough votes to secede because, you know, once one of those petitions goes around and it gets enough votes, we're gone. We're out of here. Like, a lot of people forget that Texas was its own country before it joined the United States. We don't need the United States. We chose to join because it was a cool idea at the time. Now it's starting to look like not such a great idea. This is an invasion of our country, and anyone who refuses to recognize that reality is an enemy of America. And in case that wasn't enough for you, it's also illegal, every single thing that's going on right here. Like, it's illegal that these people are in this country, first of all. It's illegal that our tax dollars are going to pay to fly them around. And it's also illegal the fact that they're trying to claim asylum when we're literally flying them directly from their country of origin into our home country. That's not how asylum works. All of this is so illegal, it's just insanity. The Washington Examiner reported the Biden administration's program of secretly flying illegal immigrants directly from Latin America to U.S. cities dumps over 90% in hubs of 2 southern states governed by the president's harshest border critics, according to government data. Some 347,959 migrants allowed into the secretive system fly directly to airports in Florida and Texas, with Florida receiving the vast majority of the 326,000, according to an analysis of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection number by Center for Immigration Studies. It is unclear how many of the immigrants fly onto other U.S. cities, though the government has said there are over 40 final destinations. Let's see, on the map, I can only count 8 destinations. So they only chose to show us 8 of the more than 40 destinations. They don't even tell us how many there actually are. They just tell us that there's more than 40. That's very vague. I don't like it. This early evidence suggests that a great many of these inadmissible alien passengers, probably a majority, initially land at international airports in Republican Governor Ron DeSantis' Florida, said CIS, which reported that the program has let in 386,000 people since October 2022. In fact, Florida turns out to be the top landing and U.S. customs processing zone for this direct flights parole and release program, tallying at nearly 326,000 of the initial arrivals from inception throughout February. Guys, your tax dollars are going to funding an illegal invasion of our country, spearheaded by the President of the United States, Joe Biden. And if you ask me, this is treason. Allowing an invasion of our country is treason, as defined in our legal documentation. And the punishment for treason is death by hanging. Our founding fathers are rolling over in their graves. I wish peace upon their souls, but I don't think they are at peace right now, because the very country that they created is being torn down from the inside out, piece by piece, until there will be nothing left. And this is a systematic, intentional, very carefully planned approach at destroying America. We need to have a come to Jesus and a reckoning here with the reality of what's been going on, guys. People need to wake up and realize that some people need to swing from the ropes. And we should air it live on every TV station we have in this country for the whole world to see. This is what we do to traitors of this country. If you are a traitor to this country, do not come here.